Hey everybody, and welcome to Bits of Board, where we're talking board games, miniatures, cards, and dice. My name's Michael, and today we're going to be checking out a game that's currently on Kickstarter called Import Export. Now, this game first caught my eye because it likened itself to one of the fantastic, impossible to find out-of-print games out there called Glory to Rome. Now, this has got a bit of a history in that it had this really successful campaign, so much so that it was too successful, and it became very difficult to fulfill, and there were some problems. And things might have gotten a little bit sour with the developer and the way things that went out, so he decided to keep his creation a little bit closer to heart, which is fine, but it leaves a gaping hole in the board game world where Glory to Rome really could have reigned supreme over a lot of games out there. And so we've been left to our own devices with this one, and this sort of gameplay style has slowly come out of fashion, I guess. Enter Darkflight Games, a company that have put forward this wonderful import-export game, which takes the best parts of Glory to Rome and combines them with another game out there called Container. Now, I don't know too much about Container, but I do know Glory to Rome, so I know that this is a game to certainly get super excited about. Now, I wanted to do a how to play kind of game and give it a proper review, but I did, and I watched it and I was like, this has been done. You can see how to play the game on the Kickstarter campaign. Go watch that. But I still want to give you my take on the game and tell you why I am so excited to be getting a game like this. Now, a game like this requires a couple of reads of the rulebook, as well as a couple of dummy runs of the game. Honestly, when I first set up to play this one, I made everyone play open-handed, so we could all learn the different paths in the game together. So all the different actions, all the different ways that you can make use of your cards. Now, this is where I think the only speed bump in the entire game shows up. It's that you do need to be a patient learner to get this game down. Now, aside from any learning the game issues that may arise, Import-Export presents an extremely clever, slick, stylish game where players have really got to make a decision between certain powers they may have and sacrificing those powers as resources. Now, some of the powers can be extremely powerful, game-breaking in fact. But because all of the players at the table have the same exposure to these powers, it ends up being quite fair. However, there's probably nothing stopping a player from running away with a win if they can build up a solid engine. So it's about players really looking for those engine building cards that come up. The player's ultimate goal is to gain the most credits throughout the game. Now, these credits are used in purchasing, but are also your victory points. So it's deciding how to manage these funds that brings about a lot of the personal tension in the game. Don't worry, there's also tensions with the other players, but that's probably where the meat and veg of it is. Now, it's probably not a game for beginners. There is a lot to take in when you learn the game, and then there is still a lot to consider as you play the game. It's not something that one day you can go, there's one defining strategy, I'm just going to follow that. This is certainly one where you've got to keep on your toes and consider all the changes that can come up in the game and react to those changes. So if you're looking for something breezy, something to sit down with the family, this isn't the game for that. But if you're looking for something to challenge an experienced gaming group, this is totally where it's at. I've certainly had a lot of fun playing this game, and I'm sure you will too if you're into this sort of mind-melting sort of gameplay. Now, there are plenty of options if you want to check this one out. There's expansions available on the campaign. You can also get tiny little miniature ships that can represent your ships in the game, just bringing a new dimension to it. It's nothing game-breaking, but it's definitely going to look good on the table. If anything that I've mentioned so far interests you, go over and check out the Kickstarter campaign. I think it's got probably less than a week to go, but still plenty of time to research it, learn the game, and get your back in before it closes. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, my name is Michael. This is Bits of Board. We'll catch you next time.